Let's stop pretending. Kendrick didn't win the battle. Drake didn't lose it either. Corporate America won. The moment we stopped analyzing lyrics and started dissecting skin tone, the moment we turned pain into punchlines, the moment we made trauma go platinum, somebody up there in the boardroom leaned back in their leather seat and said, "Perfect." They love it when we box ourselves in. Light skin versus dark skin, street cred versus pop star, Compton versus Canada. The whole diaspora in a headlock over a beat. They called it a battle. They called it market segmentation. We thought we were watching history. They were tracking metrics. Meanwhile, they're branding your brawl, selling it as a culture war, packaging it as a rebellion, and billing you for the soundtrack. And billing you for the soundtrack. You. The irony, the same system that censored Tupac is now collecting royalties off Kendrick's bars. Because if you rap it in rhythm, they'll monetize your rebellion. Kendrick walked away with 4 medals: Black authenticity, street validation, lyrical precision, and the crowd. Drake walked away with a bruised ego, but don't get it twisted. He still walked away with a $1 billion brand intact and a catalog that will stream long after the dust settles. But the real winner, you want to know who the real winner was? Spotify, Apple, Universal, TikTok. They took your outrage, added a beat, squeezed it into a viral loop, and made a bag. Yeah. And somewhere in the middle of all this, they gave Kendrick the halftime show. He dazzled us with a puzzle, flashed a middle finger to the establishment, and we rejoiced because the class captain stood up to the assistant principal for 30 minutes. Then the bell rang, the lights faded, and we walked back to our respective classes. Because revolution is easier to clap for than to live through. See, when white America can't steal your rhythm, they settle for owning the distribution rights. You shout to the stars, "White people have no rhythm." You know what they have? Your distribution rights. You know what they have? Your distribution rights. They don't care who wins, they care who clicks. And we gave them everything. The tension, the trauma, the timelines, the TikToks, the think pieces, the identity debates, the trauma mark. While we argued about who's black enough, who's real enough, who's hurt enough, they laughed all the way to the bank because distraction is currency and the best kind of content is the one where you pay emotionally, but they cash out. So before I go, this was never about Kendrick versus Drake. It was about how quickly black pain becomes a performance and how long it takes us to realize somebody else is writing the check. They studied us so well, they can now script our battles. They can license our grief and chart our rage. Conflict is the best kind of content when you don't bleed from it. So before you pick a side, ask yourself, who's getting rich every time we go to war with ourselves? Who's getting rich every time we go to war with ourselves? Is it you? And why do we keep letting them? Let's move.